Hello everybody, it's Joe here, and welcome back to my F1 24 career mode journey. We are at Spa for the Belgian Grand Prix. If you haven't seen the last one, do be sure to check that one out before you see this one. Couple of dramas to mention from practice. First of all, I appreciate this blocking from Oliver Bearman. I was on my quali sim for that. And then when I'm doing my race simulations, I'm just going along nicely. Then I touch that curb slightly and bang! In the wall.
High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
So that's the story of how practice went. I'm hoping qualifying has a few less dramas, despite the fact there is rain forecast for qualifying, so that should shake things up. But so far in Q1, it is dry, it is sunny, and our lap is good. It is competitive. We are so far a second up. So where are we in terms of the championship? Well, we've just come off of a podium in Hungary and second place in Silverstone beforehand, and you can check those out by going back to my playlist F1 24 on my channel if you've missed a few episodes. But we're now out of the bus stop, and what is our first time gonna be? It's P9, so it's not fantastic, but it is enough to get us through Q1. And there was a change of weather towards the end that has helped us out. So we've lost Perez, Magnussen, Zhou, Pourchaire and Bearman out at Q1, sorry, should I say. Q2 begins and the rain is falling. I've started my lap on the dries, which turns out to be a mistake. I should have taken the intermediates and I'm just skating off the circuit. There is no grip whatsoever, and this is looking like we might find ourselves out. And look how wide I'm going here, and Russell going past me and giving me a bit of a clip. For sure, this lap is not going to be good enough for P10. It just isn't going to be. Out of the bus stop we go, ever so slowly as the conditions are getting worse. And while that is 7th now, we're just going to tumble, I think. And I'll let Lance Stroll go. So it was P15, and now it's much wetter. I've decided to go again, but really push and see if we can do anything to improve our grid position. I'm thinking if we can just get up to maybe P13, we'll do alright. But it is much wetter, and therefore we're unlikely to improve by that much. We are a couple of seconds up, albeit due to being on the right tyres. But what are we going to do in terms of our qualifying position? Is it going to be enough to move us up anywhere? I don't think we're going to make it into Q3, but we're clipping the bus stop. Let's see where we go. Bang, one apex. Bang, second apex. Onto the straight. What's it going to be? It's P10! Unbelievable! We make it through, and that is one of my proudest laps of career mode. And we did just about enough to knock Fernando Alonso out of qualifying by less than 200ths. That is one of my proudest moments in career mode, that. The fact that we were just able to put it in Q3, despite the fact conditions were much worse at the end of the session. That is superb. And now we're in the final part of qualifying. Everybody's improving as the weather is improving. Where are we going to put it on the grid? Out of Blanchimont now. There is a car ahead of us. I'm hoping he doesn't hold us up as we come round to complete our lap. I think it's Hulkenberg who pulls into the pits. Out of the final corner we go then. What's it gonna be? It's P2. It is P2. So we are starting the Belgian Grand Prix from the front row of the grid, despite almost not even making it into Q3. We start on the front row, and that is a
Welcome
satisfying
then, as we
day's
take a
work.
Step back into the nostalgic golden days of motorsport. Spa is unashamedly a throwback, and all the better for it. Climbs, drops, sharp turns, chicanes, sweeping high-speed corners, all while taking in some of the most beautiful scenery that Europe has to offer. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and Sunshine completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Tsunoda, Stroll, Hülkenberg, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Albon, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Verstappen, Norris, Gasly, Perez, Magnussen, Joe, Théo Pourchaire, and Ollie Ben. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Starting on the front row of the grid, 22 laps to go. Fine weather for this Belgian Grand Prix. We are underway, and it's an okay start by Russell. I'm trying to find a way for him, and look at Hamilton off the grid. Lewis Hamilton with a superb start, and Yuki Tsunoda finding room as well to go around the outside. That is a great start by them. The second phase of the start just not working for me at all, and we lose positions and nearly lose the car going round Radion, and now we're alongside Lance Stroll, who's trying to take fourth, and now we're trying to get alongside Yuki Tsunoda for third. Tsunoda down the inside, and the two Mercedes are going wheel to wheel in Les Combes. I'm side by side with Stroll still, and I'm a little bit wide, and Stroll still ahead, going into the right-hander. We're still side by side with the Aston Martin, and we're still side by side heading into No Name Corner. And I think we've just about got ahead. No, Lance is still there. Lance still fighting me. And in the end has to... Oh no, we've gone off the circuit, so we've got to let Lance through there. But wow, that was half a lap of wheel-to-wheel racing, wasn't it? And that has helped Yuki Tsunoda in P3. Meanwhile, we're now catching back up to Lance Stroll. Can we have a go in the bus stop? Lance goes defensive. We're going around the outside, which will then become the inside. But we have a very tight line to take in doing that. And Stroll still stays ahead. Lance is not giving this one up without a fight, and he moves back across to cover us off. Lap 2. It's the two Mercedes 1 and 2 out front. Yuki Tsunoda third, and then it's Stroll in fourth. I'm in fifth, but now I'll have the advantage of some DRS. I won't have the advantage of using that line though. That's not the racing line at all. Here we go. Looking for Lance Stroll, looking for a way past the Aston Martin. Stroll covers. We go to the outside. We now go round the outside, and finally, we take care of the Aston Martin and move up into P4. Nearly going on the gravel as I do so. And now it's time to put pressure on the front three. And the first of the front three we're putting that pressure on is Yuki Tsunoda. He has DRS from the two in front. Can we get past? I'm low on overtake, so I don't really want to be using it all. And Tsunoda breaking that bit later and covering the position. Lap 5, I'm starting to fall away from the front three a little bit now. And Ocon is all over me, as is Stroll. I'm just not really with the pace here at the moment. And Ocon trying to go around the outside. Is he going to complete the move? No, he hasn't quite got it yet. But I'm thinking of being smart and letting him go so that I've got DRS. But at the same time, I also consider sending one up the inside. But now I've got DRS heading up the hill. Here we go then. This is going to be the run on Esteban Ocon. This is going to be for P4. And if I save my battery to the top of the hill, here we go. Let's go. We're now alongside Esteban Ocon. And we're ahead of Ocon before the corner. And that means I can save my battery after getting it down to 3%. But back into P4 we go. And now, can I do anything about the front three? The Mercedes are having an intense fight out front. Every lap it seems. They're going side by side. But unfortunately, we're not going to get to see any more of it. Because our engine has gone bang. And that is our Belgian Grand Prix over. Oh, what a shame. That was shaping up to be a great race. Not in terms of performance, but in terms of action. Oh, I'm gutted by that.
What a day it's been for Fernando Alonso. It's victory, and what a victory.
And that's 2 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. And it marks the fact that it's not a fluke. So, you know, their head's in the right space. What more can we see going forward?
The Aston Martin team will be very happy with today's performance. And of course, the final results. Another display of excellent driving and excellent teamwork. And a well-deserved first place finish. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
How neither Mercedes ended up on the podium, I don't know. That's a hard bottle. But that's why I wish we could watch the race unfold once we retire. But Fernando Alonso grabbing a second win in a row. Lando Norris grabbing some crucial points in second. And Lance Stroll getting on the podium for P3. Then it's Hamilton, Verstappen, Russell, Leclerc, Ocon, Tsunoda and Gasly completing the top 10. And a dismal race for Leclerc in P7, but he does grab fastest lap. What this does mean is that Lando Norris is now 17 points behind me in the standings, and Fernando Alonso is 27. The championship is tightening up again now, and we are not safe in this lead. Max Verstappen is also close in 41 points behind, and George Russell 47, so it's still all to play for at the top of the standings. Nothing is guaranteed yet. And in the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes and McLaren snapping at our heels. Well, thank you for watching this instalment of Career Mode. I'm sorry that it ended in disappointment, but EA, please add the feature in Career Mode so that we can watch the race if we drop out. Because as a content creator, it leaves us with half a video, and that's that. So please add in the feature to the 25 game where you can watch the race when we drop out. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Until the next time, I've been Joe. Thank you again for watching. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.